Okay. On your stream or on both?
Motive.
Right. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's on Motive. Touring Cars 2. That's what it's put under. G's sorting it out.
Okay, I'm on that page, but...
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm glad Vliga is awake, because I've set the wrong time.
Who was awake?
Vliga.
Should be 4 o'clock on it, or something like that.
No, the date was wrong.
Oh, right. 31st, yeah. Must be 31st of the 1st. 2 months down the line, be warmer.
Okay, I think we're all good to go. I think we...
Nothing's come up on the stream yet. Is we still on, or we're not?
So if you go to Motive Racing...
Yeah, I'm on the page.
It should say Touring Cars 2.
On
the home.
Yeah, I'm on your thumbnail, which is round 4.
No, don't go on that thumbnail. Don't go on that thumbnail. Go to Motive page. Go to home.
Yep.
It should say Touring Cars 2.
Right, I got... Ah, yes, I see it now. Is that new?
That's what it is.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the stream.
Okay.
G will edit and change it later on. Right, I think we are good to go. And we are on time, which is something.
Nice.
I will do a quick post.
Where's my phone?
Right, I think we can start. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight at Motive Racing for the 4th round of the Touring Car Championship. We are live here at the Snetterton 300, and I've got a very special guest with me in the commentary box tonight, Kelly Davis. Welcome to the commentary box, and how are you doing today?
I'm very well, Daniel. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome along to, as Daniel said, Snetterton 300 for the touring cars. Best night of the week, and you're on board with the best team. We are the Motive's answer to Crofty and Brundle, aren't we, Dan?
Oh, definitely, for sure. And if Sky Sports are still looking for another duo, we are still available. So,
we are available.
We're very flexible. We're very flexible, and the contract is ready and waiting when you are.
Yeah.
We're cheaper than Lewis, and we're definitely cheaper than Crofty and Brundle together. So if you fancy go on.
In fact, we'll just work for food, really.
Yeah, we're good for food. Just make sure we get paddock passes and get to see the rest of the drivers and teams. But Snetterton 300, Callie, we are here with the Tier 2 drivers, and a very interesting circuit for these guys. A very interesting circuit for them to tackle.
Yes, I'm beginning to like Snetterton more and more. I wouldn't say I wasn't a fan, but it was just a little bit negative to me. I didn't really kind of enjoy the track. But the more I've been driving it just recently, the more I've been enjoying this 300 layout, which of course is still reasonably new. This layout at Snetterton. The Snetterton track is based on an old RAF base, RAF Snetterton Heath, which was a airfield in back in the war, and
back in the war,
and was then converted into a racetrack shortly after. So it's been a racetrack more years than it was ever an airfield. But of course, because of that, it's dead flat. There's no undulations as such in the track. So yeah, there's none of that to worry about. Although it does make the 300 layout, I think, makes for some great racing. How about you, Dan? Are you a fan?
Oh, I detest this circuit. Absolutely detest it. It's definitely not one of my favourite. It definitely relies a lot on patience around here. You really do have to be patient, especially with those hairpins. And it's the under the bridge, the corner just after the under the bridge. It just really catches me out, especially in a front-wheel drive cars, as we're currently watching Klaus Martini. But like I said, we got the Tier 2s out on track tonight. We sadly don't have Laney in the Tier 2s no more. He has been promoted into Tier 1, as he's been doing so well. As he's been doing so well in these, and he wanted to do an extra step, so he's been moved up into Tier 1s. But we still got some amazing drivers out here tonight. We definitely have well, we're looking at Jay right now. He's definitely up for the title. He's been showing good form this season. We've also got Delore and Vliegak, the two Belgian brothers. Those two are also ones to keep an eye out for. Nick de Villa is another strong driver as well. So we still got a heck of a grid here. So the Tier 2 is definitely all to play for tonight. But for sure,
I tell you what, Dan. Every time I hear Nick de Villa, every time I hear his us, we see Jay broadside.
Nicely done.
That was really nice to watch, Jay. Really nice. Every time I hear Nick de Villa, in my head it sounds off as Nick the Villain. Okay, but we won't do that. We won't call him that unless he becomes one. But just every time I hear it, I just think Nick the Villain. Of course, that's Nick the Villa.
The only villainy he'll ever make is when he steals a race win from someone.
Absolutely, and we'll see if he manages that tonight on this Tier 2. But we're watching Jay go round and almost go round. Really, he's hanging out every single corner. Takes a lap or two to get tyres, something like it, especially on these Renault Meganes. I've been out and about. I'm in Tier 1 and looking forward to joining Laney joining us. So that's someone else who's going to beat me. But I've been practicing. As Jay goes off the track there at that corner that you were talking about, Daniel. There he is.
Down in Nelson.
Route around. I was doing some practice earlier and for Tier 1 a bit later on, and well, they're already smashing my times with Nick de Villa being in a 155.0 already, the quickest man on track at the moment by quite some margin. As we're on board with Nick and he's doing the sliding it round thing, as I said, this Renault is a bit loose on the back end, and takes a minute or two to bring up to speed, doesn't it, Daniel?
Yeah, definitely, and it's an interesting beast to handle. You thought it'd be an easy car to drive, but actually it's quite tricky in general. You really have to work the front tyres, and then once you work the front tyres up to temperature, the rear tyres then die from temperature as well, so they're then quite cold. So it's really difficult to keep the temperature in these tyres. We've seen Nick de Villa bouncing all over that curb over at Nelson. So Nelson is the troublesome corner. Amazing thing about Snetterton 300 is that all the corners are named from British drivers or successors in motorsport.
Legends of motorsport, isn't it?
Yeah, legends of motorsport.
Yeah.
So obviously turn 1 is Riches, turn 2 it was called Montreal, but I believe the name has changed since. Then turn 3 is Palmer, turn 4 is Agostini, 5 is Hamilton, 6 is Oggies, 7 is Williams, 8 is Brundle, then into Nelson, into the bomb hole is the only one that I believe isn't named after some sort of motorsport reference. Then into is that Quorum?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that
Croam.
Yeah.
And then finally into Murray's. So an interesting selection of corners around here, but as we can see, Nick de Villa still out with the fastest lap in the minute, but Delorey's managed to bring that gap down to 0.4 of a second. So
quite considerably. He's taken he's taken quite a lot off, and within half a second now of Nick de Villa, who's we're watching at the moment with the fastest time. The only two men in the 155s. A lot of sliding going round. Going on here with these cars, as you can see. As Daniel said, all these corners are named after motorsport legends. Palmer Corner being Jonathan Palmer, who is the owner of the track, his company, which is Jonathan Palmer's Motorsport Vision, who owns a few of the British tracks up and down the country, this being one of them. So I think the bomb hole has always been the bomb hole, and I think it kind of stuck really when they did the redesign. This part of the track that you're watching Nick on now is unchanged with the rebuild that happened in I want to say 2010. I'll check that fact. But this end of the course is unchanged under the bridge and so on and so forth, which is a tricky few corners anyway. So I guess they looked at it and thought there was no need to mess around with that.
No, I thought not. But also up into Riches and into what was Montreal, but I don't know the name of it anymore. But that was also never really changed. It's just after Montreal is when the circuit then changed. I can see the creepy tree in the background as well. But,
yes, indeed.
We've got...
Yeah, sorry, Dan. Nick de Villa is in the 154s now, at 154.9. So he's got himself in 54s, which is first man there.
What was your best lap time so far, Kelly?
You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I'm looking at it with fear again now. I was having a lovely little practice here about 6 o'clock, thinking, yeah, driving nice, hitting my apexes, hitting my braking zones, going really well. And let's just looking at the tier 2 times. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do in tier 1. A lot.
Well,
so it'll be another disappointing
at
race.
At least with the tier 1s, the first race will be a sprint race, which is reverse grid, so you can at least hold people up for as long as you possibly can. As we're currently watching Delorey, and we've got Craig there as well. A lot of people going for the Renault Megane. There's only a handful of people who aren't. I believe TJ Humphrey is in the BMW and Klaus Martini is in the Mercedes. There's TJ Humphrey in the BMW, and I believe Klaus Martini is also in the Mercedes. So majority of the Delorey just goes fastest.
Oh yes, with a 154.5. Yes, good lap.
Good lap from Delorey for sure.
Absolutely. As we're on with TJ here, who's as Daniel said, in the BMW. The BMW, as you see him sliding around that corner, is even more of a handful than the Renault. Of course, the BMW being rear-wheel drive, as all BMWs are. Quick off the start, and comes into its own when its tyres get in the right kind of window, but a bit more of a handful than the Renault Meganes. Who else did you say? Klaus Martini. There you go. And yeah,
he goes wide there.
We cut to Klaus and he goes wide at Hamilton there, which is easy to do. You kind of that corner is one of those that kind of begs you in to go faster and faster every time, and it's very easy to overcook it. Klaus in the A-Class Mercedes, pretty looking car. Had a relative bit of success in the British Touring Car Championship, but nobody much seems to use it on this game. I haven't driven it, so I don't know. Daniel, you had a go round in it?
I haven't had a proper go in it, but one man who definitely can drive it is John Boy in the Tier 1s, and he's currently up for the championship title. So John Boy really knows how to drive the Mercedes. But for Klaus, he seems to be doing alright in it. He's currently 11th at the minute and just 7 seconds off the pace. But as we see in the comments here, Nikki has joined us. Hello, Kelly and Dan. Team Prolapse is in the house. And Nikki, once again, always supporting Motive's channel and always getting involved, so it's nice to see Nikki here tonight, and we just want to get as many people into this as much as possible. We have got ACC on as well at the minute, so it's a busy night here tonight, Sunday night, but we're focusing on the Tier 2 touring cars right now. But so yes, in your opinion, Kelly, who do you think is the man to keep an eye out for this race in the Tier 2s?
Well, that's a good question, Daniel. You know, we're doing so many series now, I forget who's quick in what. We know Nick de Villa is quick, Delorey's quick. Who else is in the shout here? Craig is currently in third at the moment and trying to go a bit quicker. And Jay again, when we cut to Jay, is going sideways again, which Jay seems to do an awful lot.
I think he's been watching too much Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. He just wants to make that Renault drift.
Yeah. What was the guy called in that? What was the main character called? What was he called?
Sean,
that's it. Sean, yeah. Thinks he's Sean out of Tokyo Drift, doesn't he? Wabaki. as Nick de Villa goes fastest by 2/1000. So these are the margins for pole here tonight. As you were saying earlier, Dan, we've got ACC on the other channel? The other Motive that's running tonight. I was going to say channel, but it's not another channel, is it?
Other page. Feed, feed or stream.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But ACC, so probably some of our hardcore viewers are probably watching ACC right now and probably join us a little bit later on. But you eight who are here now, thank you for joining us. Throw us a hello in the comments just to let us know you're there. Yes, as Daniel said, hello. Oh, you've changed... Nicky's changed his tag, hasn't he, on here, or whatever. Hello, Kelly Dan. Yeah, Prolapse are in the house, so the rainbow is out.
Taste the rainbow.
Welcome along. ACC is boring. Yeah, Nicky. Honestly, I haven't even been to look. You know, I don't really do ACC. So.
It's definitely a driver's game, that one, that is. Gary 131 saying, evening Kelly and Dan, looking forward to Snetterton tonight. Gary's a big fan of Snetterton, he does enjoy it, and he was racing there at in the Simplay channel, which is run by Matt, and I believe Matt is in this evening to commentate the Tier 1s. I got to double check that, but I'm pretty sure he is in, as Gary also puts ACC yawn, but he's obviously not a fan neither.
No.
But
good to see you in, Gary. Yeah, good to see you in. That's another one who's going to be in front of me by the end of Tier 1 or whatever. I had a nice little battle with Gary last weekend when we were at Rue d'Easter in France, and yeah, I saw him in my rear view mirror for a number of laps before he destroyed me. So looking forward to Gary being in front again. What other girls in the comments? Yeah, Kelly, I think people have got confused with the name, so changed it. Yeah, could be. Yeah, I can see why you've changed your name, Nikki. It's a little bit more obvious now that you're Nikki. But yeah,
Gary
good.
Also puts, to be honest, a good game. I'm just useless at it. To be fair, so am I, mate. I can't get to grips with the game. It's very hardcore, and also, yeah, a good battle last week, Kelly. So he really enjoyed it himself as well.
Yeah, well, he must have done, because he ended up in front of me. Any battle that you end up in front can't be that bad, can it? You know?
I mean, last night on the Formula Renaults, I had a great fight with Ben Parkey towards the end of the race. And it was down to the wire, literally a photo finish across the line. Ben got me on the line, but I still thoroughly enjoyed that race. But as Nicky goes, it puts Tier 1 is going to be interesting, has a lot of my favourite drivers in it.
Well,
is that me? Is that me?
That.
Oh, no, he likes me.
He was talking about me, to be fair.
As we come to the end of qualifying right now, and Nick de Villa is currently on pole position. Delorey is backed off his lap time.
Delorey had a wobble and went over one of the sausage curbs, so can't improve. Looks like Craig's backed out of it. Who else we got? Who's this? No, Yeah, back
Boop
in the garage.
Neeps are back in the garage. Yeah, who's TJ Humphrey is done. Who's left on circuit? SFK. Sorry, SFD. Oh, we're just gonna call it Kira. I think it's easier. Kira.
We'll go with that.
Vliegurk, also known as Fly as he prefers, as we can never pronounce his name. Fly is coming through the last few seconds.
Yeah, he dropped that and thought better of it. Who's still on track then? So
I think maybe
TJ's not going very fast.
Snowman,
is he still on it?
Yes, he's on it.
Yes,
look at him. He goes into the bomb hole.
Through the bomb hole with 2 or 3 armfuls of opposite lock there. He's correcting that one all the way through bomb hole. And he comes around his tricky last corner. You have to kind of tuck it in, don't you? Tuck it in and brake the 200-meter board. Oh, I do. That's probably where I'm going wrong. But it's definitely a change of direction and braking and changing direction at the same time. Very tricky, very easy to get the car all out of shape there, for certain sure.
Here comes Snowman towards the line, and he probably stays in the same position. We've also got Sergey in here. He was also joining myself and Andy in the commentary box last night, so nice to see Sergey here tonight racing. Yes. But it is Nick Davila who takes pole position from Delore, Craig in 3rd place, Jay in 4th, Bootneep in 5th, 6th TJ Humphrey, 7th is SFD, Vliegurk is 8th, then we got 9th is Snowman, and then in 10th is M. Afford, then Klaus Martini 11th, and Sergey rounds up the grid. But Snowman did improve. He moved up into 9th place in the end. But
yes, he did. Yes, he did. Very tight at the top.
Definitely.
Just 2 1,000s in it. They're both in the 154s. I am so screwed in Tier 1. It's unbelievable. If this is the pace they're doing. Yes, indeed. So they line up on the grid. They go off. It's a standing start, isn't it, Daniel?
That is correct.
Yeah, standing start on this one. From the order they've just finished in, so that wasn't practice. That was qualifying. It's one race for these guys, 30-minute race. And with pit stops, Dan?
No, this is just a straight, flat-out race from start to finish, 30 minutes.
30 minutes straight, flat out in this one. So all to play for. So predictions, Dan? Did we actually come to one?
I'm going to put my money on Delore. I think Delore is the man to keep an eye on for. So that's what I think. Yeah,
well, I'm going to go for Nick Villa.
Okay, what do you guys in the comments? What do you guys in the comments think who is going to go to in this race for the Tier 2s? Nicky goes and puts the battle you and Ben had last night. Oh my God, we've been wanting that for ages, and we had a taste of quality in the final few laps. Yeah, really did thoroughly enjoy that, and hopefully we could have another good fight. Gary goes and puts must go for bangers and mash before the racing. Catch up with you later, and good luck to the Tier 2 lads.
Yep. Eat as much as you like, Gary. Eat as much as you like. Get yourself fat and full. So you can't get behind your steering wheel. And then they'll give you a little bit of an advantage.
We've also got 12 people currently watching the stream right now. We've only got 7 likes, so please, people, hit that like button, tell your friends, subscribe, hit the bell, and yeah, go to our social media.
Where's the bell? Don't even see a bell.
There's a bell in the corner where you can get notified every time every time Motive is live. So if you hit that bell, you'll be notified. But
that'll be every single night of the week then, won't it?
Hopefully. As I think we're now syncing up here, so as they all get themselves ready, the engines start to rise, the lights go on. Who's going to get the best start here at Snetterton 300? And away we go, and Nick Davila leads them away, but it looks like Jay's got an absolute flyer, and he squeezes his way through. Oh my God, look at Jay, he's looking down the inside already on Nick Davila. Craig's had a great start as well, but Nick Davila holds that line beautifully. Well, Jay is all over Craig, and he's hit Craig. He's spun him round after these two had a fantastic start. They've both gone round. That's allowed Delore to get back in front, but TJ Humphrey in that fast starting BMW has moved up. But Bootmeat pushed his way back, and all sorts of chaos. Klaus Martini, who else is involved? I think that might have been Snowman. Sergey has moved his way out, and he's made contact with Jay. I think that was with Klaus Martini as well. So Sergey missing out there, Klaus Martini there, we're watching, but all sorts of chaos in the first couple of corners, Kelly.
Yes, indeed. That's the way we like our touring car racing, isn't it? Plenty of pushing and shoving in the first couple of corners, which has gapped a few of them, as you can see.
There's
DJ there in that BMW. He's made some... can't go around there like that. TJ's off for a look round the grass.
Vliegurk pushing him wide as they go into Hamilton, and now TJ's looking, trying to catch back up and try and get onto the back of him, but we got a 6-car train here, and I think that's Is it Snowman leading that? No, it's Klaus Martini leading that train, but such a shame for Jay and Craig. Those two had such a flyer of a start and just came together. But Nick de Villa has managed to pull a near enough 2-second gap off Delore, and Delore just losing out because of that start. But Nick de Villa looking strong at this minute.
Yes, indeed, looking all planted. The really kind of annoying thing about Project Cars is when you start with perfectly green tyres, absolutely in the perfect window for the first lap. And then the way that these touring cars are, they just go cold from then on in. So usually your first laps are your best laps on these tyres, definitely the warmest for them.
But definitely full of fuel.
And yes, absolutely. And Nick's making the absolute best of that first lap. Lap 1, he comes across the line with a second and a bit in hand from Delore. But I'm not going to count Delore out. It's a long way to go, a lot of laps. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So these guys got a lot to do.
Well, just looking here in the comments, Nicky goes to put, I'm going for Jay for the Team Prolapse colours, but sadly, whoa, DJ Humphrey's going for a massive slide. Didn't they used to have cornfields out there? I believe Snetterton used to have cornfields out there, and they used to get...
Is that or is that Croft? I'm not sure, Daniel.
I thought it was Snetterton, the first corner. There was loads of corn into turn 1, but I don't remember. I just see here...
The touring car, touring car. Some of the touring cars ended up in that cornfield. I remember it happening, but I can't remember if it's here or if it's Croft. I'm sure somebody on the comments will put us right.
Hopefully someone, but TJ Humphrey going very wide and tasting the grass out there, but now he's stuck behind Klaus Martini and Snowman, and he's gone very wide. He's gone very wide. That BMW reminds me of Colin Turkington's RAC BMW.
He does, but it's not handling anything like it.
No, definitely not.
The one that Turkington had was good at staying on the track, where TJ's struggling with this one. I don't know if he's lagging a little bit as well. He kind of bouncing a little bit on the screen now. I don't know if that's part of his problem or he just struggling with the BMW.
As you can see as well, guys, on the screen you see there's a little red square next to the driver's name. That means they probably have a penalty. So Vliegek and WSRJ has probably got a penalty at this minute as we're currently watching Snowman coming down into Brundle and then Nelson. Such a tricky section here, and I believe the car's gone wide as on the grass. No, I thought it was.
I don't know who that was.
Oh, it's Vliegek, I think, went wide. He was getting back on circuit. So Vliegek was up in 4th place and he's lost loads of places. Now he's dropped down into 7th place.
Yes, indeed. Not really where he wants to be, but as I said before, it's a long race and still anything can happen. Near enough everyone will have a moment. It's kind of the way these things go. So yeah, anything can happen. As TJ's having a look at him now in that BMW, as you can see.
Yeah,
when it's on song, it goes forward a bit, doesn't it, that BMW? But not quite so clever in the corners as they go side by side.
Oh, Vliegek's going wide and TJ's dropped it on his own.
Yeah, he lost it. Too much speed into the corner. And I don't think Ujima Flip did too well either, to be fair. They both kind of...
Ujima Flip, you mean Vliegek?
What's he called?
Vliegek, or you can call him Fly.
Vliegek Fly, that's him, isn't it?
Fly, call him Fly.
Fly's good. Anybody who's got names with just 3 letters is great. You know, I'm good with that.
Like SFD.
Yeah, that's it. SFD. You know, things like Dan. You know, why did you think we called you it? You know,
Nick.
So yeah, Nick, Dan,
Del.
Sam, Joe, whatever. You know,
we got Nick, Del, Poe, Clow, Snur, SFD, Flea, TJ, Craig, WSR, Zay, and Ma.
Right, that's got that sorted. Yeah.
Right. So currently, Nick de Villa is not really pulling away from Delore. These two are kind of matching each other right now. Delore goes a bit wide, bouncing on the curb there in the background, but Nick de Villa is.
There's quite a lot going on a bit further back by looks of things. So let's get on board. With Craig, as you can see, just coming into Nelson. No,
that's right. That's Nelson.
Yeah, that's Nelson. Just before the bomb hole, as you can see, as they go through the bomb hole. Where was TJ on that one? He was close. I do like that shot, don't you? That close bumper shot, as you can see. We'll try and stay on board here for a minute. Try and stay on board. It's me pressing the buttons. We'll stay on board here as TJ's going to have a look. Oh, that was
very close. Very close.
Very close indeed. How he didn't swipe that Renault, I don't know. We're going to try and stay on board with TJ here as we take him for a lap round the 300. As you come into turn 1, turn 1 is so incredibly difficult. You're always going to have a bit of understeer or oversteer, one of the two. As you can see, TJ up on the grass. See, that's what happens.
And there goes Jay.
Incredibly easily. And then you're going to 200-meter board, hit the brakes. This is a hairpin right.
What used to be called Montreal.
Montreal, tuck it to the apex as hard as you possibly can. This one's a little bit odd, slightly off camber. The back end will go light as you come round right about there. But TJ's gone round that one quite nicely. You come along, this is Agostini, which is another hairpin, not quite 180, it might be 180 degrees actually, but again, tucked to the apex. That was the bit that we're missing off screen on the left there, TJ. And as you come along to Hamilton, this sucks you in. You feel like you can go faster than you can, but when you do get it right, it's quite rewarding. Runs the curb quite nicely, hits the brakes here for Oggies. Reasonably simple corner, looks worse than it is. It's quite inviting. Williams is another one that you can just come off the power, tuck it back in, hit the power. You need all the traction you can get down this straight, as much power as possible as you come down to this tricky set of corners under the bridge here. It's a double braking zone realistically, because you don't want to be braking and turning if you can help it. So hit the brakes, on the brakes, come off the brakes, turn the corner, hit the brakes again. Pick that apex up, I was going to say, and round you go. So we'll go on board here with Jay, who's just gone through the bomb hole, just finishing off this lap, tucking in tight to this apex. Again, you've got to brake and turn, brake in about here, hit the brakes, try and keep it from not swirling all over the place, but pick up the apex on the left hand. There's so much drive out of the corner. Jay. Oh, he had brilliant drive out of the corner, but then just lost the back end and managed to take Craig, was it? Yeah,
that was Craig. Yeah. So I think Craig had a poor exit. Jay came out the corner with such better drive, was a bit caught out by him, and then didn't have much time to react. Then hit the grass. But that last lap, the lap previous to that, Jay was actually the fastest man on circuit, but Delore is now the fastest man, and he is hunting down Nick Davila right now. He's only 9/10 off. So hopefully this will spice things up at the front. Boot Neep in third right now. Not spoken much about Boot Neep at the minute. He's just having a quiet race on his own with Snowman as well. With Snowman still trying to defend from Klaus Martini and the rest of the pack.
Yes, indeed. Snowman, he's got a little bit of breathing space over Klaus, but Klaus is still in there. But he's got SFD for close company. As we saw Klaus go wide, but manages to bring it back and put it all back together before the corner. As you see these two going at it.
SFD down the inside, and it looks like he's got the move done.
That was a move. Klaus must have gone very wide on that one.
I think Klaus must have been struggling to get front grip, so he's lost out there. But
he might have had a slowdown as well, Dan, mightn't he?
Possibly, possibly.
Yeah. As we go back on, I'm going to go back on with Delore, because Delore is...
Nick Davila's gone wide.
Oh, Nick. Where's that put Nick?
That's going to be a slowdown. That's going to be a slowdown for sure. Nick Davila is serving his slowdown. He's moving to one side by the looks of things. So Delore will get the run. Nick will want to try and stay on him for as long as possible. As Delore does the fastest lap of the race to 54.2. So Nick Davila just sneaks in behind. But these two are...
That was... that was unfortunate for Nick. He was having his rubbish lap, while Delore was having his best one. Well, first place is just there, just in front of that car. So I'm sure Nick will stay on it.
Yeah, for sure. He just needs to just clear his head and get back in the zone once again. But as he bounces over the curb quite a bit, and he's dropped it. No, Nick Davila's dropped it. He's pushing a little bit too hard.
Yeah, he's held on to it. He managed good recovery. Yeah, got up on the curb. The back end went. And it nearly went round. These Renaults, they kind of lose the back end, and you can mostly catch it most of the time, and that's exactly what Nick did. Had a bit of a tank slapper, but managed to get it all pointed in the right direction. So he's got a lot of work to do now. Got a lot of work to do, get his head down and get back onto the back of Delore. So let's give Nick a chance, shall we, and shut up talking about him as we go on with. I'm trying to find the... Here we go. This is probably the best battle. Well, didn't SFD get past Klaus before?
Yes, he did. I think Klaus Martini has made the move back on him. So at the minute, Klaus... Yeah, definitely missed that. Klaus Martini is now back in front and is under pressure once again. Snowman is now on the move. Watch Snowman, he's in the slipstream of Klaus Martini. It's a great fight for 4th, 5th and 6th right now. And looks like Snowman has got the slipstream, and look, he's just creeping and creeping closer and closer, but it's not enough as they get into Brundle. Just got to hope that Klaus makes a mistake. He locks up, but he gets it stopped, and Snowman pulls out that corner and has to wait a little bit longer. But look at the pace that Renault has. It's a lot quicker than the Mercedes, as you can see, but Klaus Martini is right in the way on the apex.
Yes, indeed. I say I love this shot. You see him touch the brakes, lots of brake, covering the inside. Yeah, Snowman doesn't quite get the best out of that corner, which SFD is all over him, like, all over him.
Is he going to have a look to the turn 1? He goes down the inside, heading towards Rich's night now. But I think Snowman's going to lose out here, and he just gives up the place, and Snowman will have to come back and fight another day, as he does so beautifully there. Good racing between these guys. Very much good respect from them so far. As SFD goes a little bit deep, and Snowman has a little bit of a look, but he's not close enough.
No, couldn't really make that
I think there's a bit of contact from behind between Craig and Vliga. I don't know. As I heard a big bang, I'm not sure if it was contact or nothing, but Vliga is all over the back of Craig, but Craig was in front of him before, so as Nicky goes to put Delorre's got good pace. He certainly does. He's way out in front, and he could just pace at his own way. And whoa, Vliga's missed the corner. Oh my god, I didn't know if you saw that, Kelly, but Craig has been hit.
I missed that.
Craig has been hit. It's just Vliga and Craig, or Fly. Fly misses his braking point, goes straight across the track and hits Craig from the side. So both of them losing out massively. So I don't know if Craig is going to put a serious inquiry about that one, but he just came flying across the track. I just didn't know where he came from.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff here at Snetterton. Yes, indeed. Where are we? 11 people watching at the moment. Hit the like button, as Nicky's put in the comments. Come on, guys, hit the like button. Yes, thank you for that, Nick. That would be great if people could do that. Yeah, all good driving this evening, mostly. I say, I don't know what happened in that last incident, but mostly the driving tonight has been nice and clean. Usually that's what everyone in this series is about, mainly. People join up these series to race properly, you know, like race car drivers do.
Yeah, clean and competitive.
Yes, clean and competitive, like I say, like a race car driver would. You know, if you want to crash into people, you can just join the other Muppets in the general lobbies and have a banger race, if you like. But places like this, Motive Racing, Simplay, other ones are available, but they're rubbish. So places like this is for guys who want to race properly. So if you want to get involved and you want to race properly, you want to have a go and see if you think you've got what it takes to be a race car driver, sign up, go on the website, join the Facebook page, do all that kind of stuff. If racing's not your thing, but you love motorsport and you can talk rubbish like I can, then maybe commentary's for you. We've got positions for commentary here at Motive.
Stewards as well.
Stewards as well, yeah. Yeah, if you think you know your rules and you think you understand good racing, again, sign up, become a steward. The Motive team will I'm going to say train you, will guide you. Guide's
the best word, yeah, guide. Yeah, guide's probably the best word.
Guide you to what they find, what's what and what's not. So get involved, as it conveniently pops up on our stream that there's a link there to motiveracing.com.
Yeah, so make sure you do hit that link, and if you can't read, then I'll read it out for you. It's www.motiveracing.com. Head over there, sign up, get involved. We have many form of championships available. We're currently racing on Project Cars, ACC, Assetto Corsa Competizione, and also we are on F1 2020. As we see there, Klaus Martini has a big clip on the curb, and that's allowed SFD down the inside, and so Snowman as well. Both of them getting past in the bomb hole, so Klaus Martini losing out big time. But as I was saying, we have many championships. Currently in ACC, we are running a GT3 and a multi-class championship. F1, we are doing a full F1 2020 championship season. Obviously not the one that's been broadcasted because we don't have the circuits, but the original one. We also 2020, we also here at Project Cars do we do the GTEs, Clios, we do the GT5s, Formula Renaults, and the touring cars and GT3 as well. So there's many categories open to many people. So if you want to get involved, please head over to our website or head over to our Discord and get involved. But we've currently got 12 people watching the stream right now and only 8 likes. Guys, what are you doing? 4 people haven't hit the like button. Please hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell them that you're racing in a massive ultra league where it all depends on how good you are. So as we see another like there, so thank you.
You sold it to me.
Definitely sold it to you. I'm pretty sure Dad, well, Kelly obviously is being my father, he's never really been into this kind of league racing thing. I managed to convince him to get involved, and he's already a commentator and a racer. As we see there, SFD and Klaus Martini both going wide there. That's allowed Snowman to get right onto the back of him, but it's great fun here, great community, and it's really helped me out through the lockdown. I don't know about you, Kelly, but it's really made me feel good.
Absolutely, as you obviously well know, Daniel, that my background is in entertainment, so normally I get paid to talk rubbish. Luckily, I've got this here at Motive Racing and on Simplay to keep my skills of talking rubbish, because they allow me to do that every week. So yeah, it's helped me out. You know, as you say, I've been a gamer for forever, but never been into this, never kind of got into this league racing kind of stuff like we have now. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it. As I said, as an old gamer, and we've got, you know, many ages up and down the grid from, you know, from young, I say young, 14, 15, whatever, to I certainly know myself and some others who are, you know, knocking on the door of 50 and in their 50s, you know. So it's racing for all. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, how good you are, as long as you follow the rules and you drive sensibly, then you've got an opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. So you see there, Klaus Martini really hitting the brakes hard there and really trying to gain on these guys, but Snowman and SFD are really fighting out for that 4th place, and allows Klaus Martini just to get back onto these guys. But these guys are putting on a great show right now. Nikki Goes puts in a comment, it's a good community to join. The work Motive put in is amazing. Too much work for me, with a laughing
amen
face.
To that. Yeah, amen. I agree with you, Nikki, that you know, these guys just have me in as a guest. Daniel's on the team. He's part of the Motive crew, but myself, I just come in. Oh, Snowman's dropped it.
Yeah, Snowman's dropped it all on his own there as he was coming through Hamilton. That curb there really can bite you in the bum, and it has done to Snowman.
Really,
and that's helped Klaus Martini get back in front of him. But awesome racing from these guys. These 3 are putting on a fantastic show right now. They keep swapping and changing. Yeah.
They do. I think they're just connected by a bungee cord, the 3 of them, you know, and you know, and they just keep swapping places on their bungee cord, you know. And as I was saying just before all that fun and games happened, the amount of work that these guys at Motive put in is amazing, and I certainly haven't got the time and the patience to set things up like these guys do. So be respectful of that, guys, and show your appreciation by liking. Going on the Facebook, doing the likes, Instagram, and all that. I know we talk about it a lot, but these guys seem to get off on it. So just do it for them, innit? You know, we've got to do is press the button. I personally, I don't mind, but you know, these guys seem to like it, so they put the hard work in. Why not?
Well, we just want to put on a great show for you guys as we're watching. Absolutely. Now. Snowman is trying to hunt down Klaus Martini, so these 2 are really fighting out for the 5th place as SFD is now pulled away. Got a comment here from the Greek saying a good recovery there by I believe that was Snowman. So Snowman is now trying to, as we see, there's a car off circuit there. I'm not sure who that is, but
I didn't see that. It was that.
It's a green car, so I'm guessing it's one of the back markers. I don't know if it's MFJ. Sorry, MFord, I believe that might have been. That was off circuit. No. Oh, I think it was Sergey. That's it, Sergey. I think he's new to these touring cars, so it's all still new for him. So some of these guys
need to get him a map, do we? Or get him
no. He's to be fair, some of these touring car drivers there, and also in other leagues, this is the first time they've ever entered the championship or ever entered or played this game, so it's all still relatively new. Some of them are racing on pads, some are racing on steering wheel, so it's all new, and it's nice to see people getting involved, and it's also nice to see people supporting the community as well. So
absolutely, and if you come along, join this championship and jump straight into this Renault or any of these touring cars with no practice, my word, you had a shock, didn't you? Do you know what I mean? Because they just don't handle like you think they should. You think touring car, well, that's about as planted as it can be, you know? They've got to be amazing. They are a handful, as you see. Oh, yes, look at Klaus.
Oh, he's all over.
Yeah, absolutely. Get back on track. Sorry, here we go.
Struggling with cams there. Oh, let me get back on cams. Track on circuit.
Move cams, please move cams. Multitasking. It's not for men, is it? You know,
definitely not.
No. Oh dear.
But currently still Delore is way out in front at the minute in first place with that Monster Energy Renault. There he is going into Agostini. He has got this sealed and posted to himself. I don't want to curse him too early, but with 8 minutes to go, I don't see there's any way Nick De Villa can bring that gap down. 8 seconds back in that beautiful red, white and blue Megane, but he's also got Boopneep, who's not too far behind, and Boopneep is actually a couple of seconds back, so he could catch him if he wanted to. So we got BT Targa, another regular who's also the GT3 defending champion. He says, good evening all, love a bit of Snet, quality track. All the guys at Motive put in a super effort behind the scenes to make the racing community special. Top lads and legendary company. Thank you so much, BT. Really appreciate that, and thank you. He's a part of Team Prolapse as well, so we'll drop a bit of Team Prolapse in there as well. And it has one of the most friendly and funny Team Prolapse. That's from Nicky, so so you heard it there from Team Prolapse themselves. They love it here, so and if they love it here, it's good enough for anyone. Yep. Well, if you can make
Klaus
Martini goes wide.
Yeah.
Jay's trying to hunt him down.
Happy, then... Sorry, Dan, go on.
No, I was just saying that Jay is starting to hunt him down, but if you want to carry on talking about Prolapse, then go ahead.
No. They haven't given me any freebies yet, so
I'm still waiting for my freebies. Until they don't feel like it.
Skittles. Where's my Skittles? Where are my Skittles? That's all I want to know.
I think secretly Jay's a secret Prolapse driver as he gets past Klaus Martini. I think Klaus Martini might have had a slowdown.
Must have had a slowdown. He just breezed past him in the down the inside of the bomb hole. So Klaus struggling now. He's had his moments on this track and he's dropping back quite considerably now. No big battles on track right at the moment. These guys only on the one race tonight, the Tier 2 guys. So got 6 minutes left. Then the Tier 1. The heavyweights, Tier 1, come along, heavyweights. Hear him. Yeah, let's try and keep it. I'm going to just try and keep it on the track, to be fair, and not mess up the pit stops. That'd be great. I'd be happy with an evening where I don't mess up a pit stop. Or manage to swear on the stream. That would be great. Any of those things will be a bonus for me.
Well, we're only human. We're not perfect, you know. We all make mistakes. Yeah. So just seeing there, SFD is pulled away from Snowman. Snowman is still trying to get onto him, but Jay, I've got to make a comment here, Kelly, that Jay has had a great recovery considering he was dead last at one point. He's now moved his way up into 6th place. He was the fastest man on circuit at one point, but it's still Nick De Villa and Delore out in front, as it looks like Boopneep has had a terrible lap earlier on. He's lost out massively to Nick De Villa, so... he's dropped back a few seconds there, hasn't he? I mean, those top three are basically all comfortable on their own. You've got Delore there, who's he's just trying to smash his front bumper on that huge curb there. But he's got a comfortable nearly 9 seconds now over Nick the Villain. Sorry, I've got to stop doing that, but I just so like it so much. Nick the Villain sounds great. Nick the Villa, sorry Nick. He's in that second place, I say about 9 seconds back in second place. And then you've got what's this guy called? Boopneep.
Boopneep.
Boopneep. There you go. Boopneep.
Right.
Neep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Third.
P. Or Poe. Poe. There you go. Poe.
Poe's in third. Again, you know, like 6-7 seconds back from Nick, but way out in front compared to SFD, who's 35 seconds off the lead. So closest on track. Look, Jay's going down the inside into turn 1 on
Richard.
Snowman, and he's done it.
Beautifully done there, Jay.
Absolutely, Jay is absolutely flying in these closing stages of the of the race as he goes a little bit wide on the misses the apex. Excuse me.
Jay was fastest that last lap. He did a 150.
In the 154s, 4.8.
Yeah. So I think
54.8. The 54.8 in race pace. I am so gonna lose tonight. My missus is sitting here laughing beside me because she knows I'm gonna have my arse handed to me in Tier 1. That's for certain, sure.
Yeah, but it's just the pace, you know. It's just the Jay here has had the pace, but he's not at the front where he should be. So anything can happen in the races, especially in the Tier 1s where we have a reverse grid. But Nicky Goose puts in a comment: Delore controlling this. He is going be one to watch for the future for sure, and he's definitely quick in the Clios as well, so Delore is another one to keep an eye out for in the Clios. But Jay, the man, is the one on the move at the minute. He's currently got a penalty as well, so a couple of drivers with a penalty. We've got SFD with a penalty, WSJ, Klaus Martini, Fly, M. Afford and Zerge as well. All these guys have got a penalty, so they've been cutting the track limits, as Jay is really trying to hunt down SFD right now. He's flying.
Yes, indeed. And these penalties, just to let people know at home, if you're unfamiliar with how the system works, all we know is that those red dots mean, those red marks against those names mean they've got a penalty. We don't actually know what that penalty is. We don't know if that's a single second penalty, a 10-second penalty, or a 30-second penalty. Usually they come in 1s and 2s, the penalties, and normally for track limits. So you're probably, on average, a couple of seconds on these penalties is all it's going to be. But we don't know what they are. So, in case you're kind of thinking to yourself, well, what are these penalties about? Look, Jay's coming right up on SFD now. Look, as they go. Oh, switch back, Jay. Oh, takes a lot of courage.
And he pushes him really out wide. That was a little bit rude from Jay.
Yeah, I think I'd be giving that one back if it was me. But hey, that's only me. That was a little bit clumsy, if you ask me. But what do I know? I'm just a commentator. So on we continue. Jay is flying. But SFD's not giving this one up by any stretch. Oh, and he has given it back.
Jay's given it. He's done it at the right time there.
Yeah, you didn't have to take my word for it, Jay, but I think that was the right thing, Dan, don't you?
Yeah, he's got so much more pace than SFD right now, so it's better off to give the place back and try and get it done a little bit more cleanly. So Jay waiting for the right time. And there, he's looking at it, but he won't get a run into Williams.
He's going to do it any second. He ain't messing around,
is he? Oh, he's all over the back of him.
Yes.
Brilliant racing here from these guys. But where is Delore right now? Is he onto his last lap? We think we might get one more lap in, I think. Right. But as we're watching Jay coming down into the final few corners here, into Brundle and Nelson. Jay might have one more lap to try and get this done. As we see here, Nicky goes to put a comment. You may have to correct me, Dan, but I'm sure that Delore had the fastest lap in the Splash and Dash, which was our championship, one-off event. We had a cash prize event, and I believe Delore did set the fastest lap around an oval in a BMW M1. As you're seeing, Jay is all over the back of SFD, and this is allowing Snowman just to get a little bit closer. So Jay, what's he going? He goes for a switch.
Oh, goes down the inside. That was a last-minute change, wasn't it?
He does a dummy.
Scuffed his rear bumper.
And he goes down the inside into Riches, and he looks like he's got the job done. SFD dropped it. Yes, he has. And Snowman now gets past. That was a very much a Ricardo-esque move, that was, wasn't it? Just a sudden switch, dummy, and down the inside. He got the move done, and he's moved up into 4th place, but he needs to extend that gap now to Snowman. But Delore, what can we say about this man? He is heading down. He's down the Bentley Straight, as this is called, and towards the final few corners. This man has been unstoppable tonight. Don't you agree, Kelly?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, had its control. Once he caught up with Nick had an early good pace, but once he caught up with Nick, there was just no stopping him. He's now 16, nearly 17 seconds ahead as he comes through the last section of corners here and into the last corner. Keeping it all together, strong drive indeed from Delore. This guy's going to take, he's going to be in Tier 1 soon enough, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? And that's somebody else who's going to beat me. You know,
here he comes. So here he comes now. Delore, flash of the lights. Delore takes a race win here at Snetterton. Beautifully driven. Delore wins here tonight. Nick de Villa about 14 seconds back. what could have been. He was leading majority of the race, but he just made a few little errors. But he's got another strong drive here tonight. Here he comes, Nick de Villa, to take a second place here tonight in the Tier 2 touring cars. Beautiful drive there from Nick de Villa, and Boot Neep coming through the final corner now to complete the podium and finish in third place. A very solid drive there as he flashes the light. Boot Neep completes the podium, but wow, Jay with an incredible recovery. But is he going to stay ahead of Snowman? Depends on the penalties. He's coming towards the line. He's got about 2 seconds maybe over Snowman. Is it enough towards the line? Here he comes. Will Snowman get him?
No.
He does.
Yes,
Snowman does get him. So that's a shame.
Penalty.
Such a shame for Jay there as Klaus Martini comes across the line to finish in 6th place. But Nicky goes up a nice race, enjoyed that, and great commentary once again. Thank you, Nicky. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much, Nicky.
Craig comes across the line in 7th. But we got 13 people watching the stream. If you haven't liked it already, please hit that like button. Vliga crosses the line in 8th as we got TJ Humphrey, the BMW, a difficult beast to handle, towards the line. He comes to finish his race as well. We got SFD, who's lost out massively there at the end. He's pulled over as he ran out of fuel.
Don't know as he ran out of fuel. That's a good point. He certainly parked it. Yeah, so we don't know what happened there.
M. Afford finishing in 11th, and then Sergey, the first time he's been racing here tonight in the touring cars, comes across the line in 12th place. This is what we like. We want to see drivers finishing and not retiring, so beautiful job from him. But I'm pretty sure SFD has run out of fuel, but such a shame for him because he was looking good in that race. But
he's got to be out of fuel, isn't he? Yeah, I would have said so. Driver of the day, Dan?
Oh, it's got to be Delore.
Okay, I would like a honourable mention for Jay. I thought it was a good recovery drive.
Definitely a great recovery from Jay, but it was Delore who was the man who took the race win here tonight, and I believe the fastest lap as well, so Delore gets extra points, so he takes a race win. Nick de Villa in 2nd, and Boot Neep rounds off the podium. Snowman in 4th, Jay in 5th, Klaus Martini 6th, Craig in 7th, Vliga in 8th, TJ Humphrey 9th, SFD in 10th, MF Afford in 11th, and Sergey completing the top 12. But a beautiful drive there from all those guys. Brilliant entertaining, and let's hope the tier 1s are just as entertaining as the tier 2s. Kelly, do you have anything else to say?
No, not at all. I'm going to do my usual thing of going and wiping the sweat from my brow as we start tier 1 in just a few moments. Great driving from everyone. Exceptional race, and great commentary, I thought, Dan, don't you?
Yeah, I think we did a great job tonight, and a massive thank you to the guys who were watching, the 13 people who are still here. Thank you to them, Nikki, BT, Jay, currently put in the comments. I want to say I'm really sorry to Craig for the incident, so he's apologising to Craig, and that's a good sportsmanship from him. Yeah. Jay, still my driver of the night, so Nikki says it's his driver of the night. BT, do we send a contract to the Delore? Ooh. So maybe a contract is available to Delore. You know you're going to have to take care of Vliga as well, if they're being brothers, but
yeah.
Anyway, that's it for us here at Tier 2, and we will see you very shortly for the Tier 1 championship touring car drivers. So we'll catch you in a minute.
Thank you. Good night.